Alright, so if this is any indication to how my day just started out, that's ice. All that is ice on this road over here. Holy crap. Alright, so this range test is gonna start today. We're gonna get this done. So what is up, guys and girls? In today's video, what we're gonna be doing is a range test on this bad boy over here, the Onyx RCR with the 23 amp hour battery. I'm starting today's video off just off of Slauson Avenue in Staten Island, and it took me about a mile to get here. So from this point on, what we're going to do is document everything. So when this video is done, what I'm going to do is add 1 mile to the total amount of miles that are covered. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so let's start this Relive app, and we can plot the mileage covered in today's video. Let's go. Welcome to New York, folks. For those tuning in from another part of the world, those are our emergency personnel passing by. That's what that sounds like. All right. Apparently, let's do this again. Check out that view. I don't know what kind of justice this GoPro is going to do, but that's a beautiful view of the city right there. All right, so the circumference of Staten Island is approximately 60 miles. Somewhere along the way, this battery will die. I like that. That doesn't get tired. If you heard that, that motorist said, I like that. Okay, if you didn't know, there are 3 different modes on the Onyx. There is eco mode, normal mode, and sport mode. This range test will be covering the normal mode. Onyx advertises that you can get up to 75 miles per charge on eco mode, up to 40 miles per charge on normal mode, and up to 20 miles per charge in sport mode. In eco mode, you can reach speeds of up to 20 miles per hour. Normal mode, you can reach speeds of up to 40 miles an hour. And in sport mode, you can reach speeds of up to 60 miles an hour. So we will be touring Staten Island. Let's try to make this entertaining. I was gonna make a right, but I'm gonna go after the scooter boy. Let's talk about his scooter while we're doing this. Now this would be probably a better range test if I can keep the throttle open at oh, homeboy's gonna eat the lights. That's not cool. Looks like Scooter Boy lost us. Oh, Scooter Boy's taking a ferry. At this point, we made it to the Staten Island Ferry. You guys from the city want to come and visit me? You can come through here. Boy, is it windy. I hope my audio is coming across pretty well. So to get around this island, I have to travel close to the water. Temperature is a little bit colder, and the wind is a lot stronger, creating a lot of wind noise. And hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So let's talk about the battery. The battery can be fully charged to 84 volts. It's not recommended that you charge it to 84 volts and not use the bike. You want to use it right after you fully charge it. Okay, so let's say you're not going to use this bike for a while and you can't keep this bike indoors. Take that battery out, bring it inside. But make sure before you remove it that you charge it to about 74 volts. 74 volts is the ideal storage charge. The 23 amp hour battery comes with its own manual switch. Just flick that to the off position before you remove it. And it's to my understanding that the 41 amp hour battery can only be turned off through the app. Now a little bit about charging. A balanced battery is a happy or a healthy battery. Now if you're like me and you have the stock 5 amp charger, balancing the battery is a little bit of a lengthy process. To balance this battery, you need to keep it connected to the charger for 3 days, and there's a particular procedure that you must go through. At the end of the first day of balance charging, you want to power off the switch and leave it in the off position for about 30 seconds before you turn it back on. And when you do this, it gives the BMS, the battery management system, a reading of the cells in the batteries. And you're going to repeat that same procedure the second and the third day of charging. Balancing your battery is recommended monthly if you're a regular rider. Right now I'm taking you through the back roads of Staten Island. This is the Port Richmond section of Staten Island. Soon we'll be approaching the Goethals Bridge. According to the trip on the gauge, we've hit about 12 miles so far. And if I let go of the throttle, it looks like I'm about 74 volts right now. Right now I'm crossing underneath the Goethals Bridge. I haven't gone over the Goethals Bridge, but one of these days I'm gonna make the trip. Right now I'm just trying to stay close to the edge of the island and see how far around the island we get. I am noticing a little bit of sag. Ideal times to ride is when it's fully charged, obviously. But once the battery starts to deplete a little bit, you'll experience some sag. If you're not familiar with the term sag, it just means when you open that throttle, you don't get the same response as you did when it was fully charged. Yesterday it rained and snowed
and because I'm on these back roads, I might find some puddles and some ice, and if I do, I'm just turning around and I'm heading back the way we came. But I was hoping to go completely around the island. I'm up to about 15.3 miles now, and with the throttle engaged, it looks like I'm at about 72 volts. Right now Relive is telling me I've traveled 14.3 miles, and the gauge over here is telling me I've traveled 15.6 miles. But keep in mind, there was about a mile difference from when I started this. Alright, let us continue. Here's a little tip for you. Let's say you want to increase your charge cycles from 600 charge cycles to 1500 charge cycles. You can do this with the 5 amp charger that the Onyx comes with. The way you do it is you plug in your charger and you charge your battery to about 80 volts and you keep it there. When you're ready to ride, they recommend that you charge it for about 87 minutes. In doing this, you can increase your charge cycles from about 600 charge cycles to approximately 1500. Onyx will sell you 2 chargers, a 5 amp charger and a 10 amp charger. And I've flown drones for a few years, and what I've learned is that the slower the charge, the healthier the battery. So a lot of people seem to think that, yeah, 10 amps is great, it takes me half the time to charge it, but I think in the long haul you're actually doing your batteries harm. A slower charge is better for a healthier battery. What's going on here, man? Did I make a wrong turn? Yeah. What the hell did I do? I don't want to jump on the highway, and I was really hoping that I can take the streets. Looks like I'm gonna have to cut across Travis Avenue, and if I do that, there's a good chance I'm gonna run into a shit ton of water. Possible ice. That's gonna suck. Now that's real strange. Just a minute or two ago, I checked the odometer and I was at 15 point something miles, and my time was set. Looks like it just reset. So something had to happen. I'll check the footage. If anyone watching this has any idea what just happened, leave it in the comment section below. I just saw something really cool and I have to turn around and check it out. Way back in the day, NYC had something called a gypsy cab. And they were these funky looking yellow cabs with these foldable seats in the back. And I just happened to come across this thing. Oh shit, check this out. Wow. Chickens ride free. That's awesome. So we're at 494 Chicken on Victory Boulevard, and hold on one second, I gotta turn on the other GoPro to show you guys this. So check out what's in front of their store.
if you're in the neighborhood and you want to try some pretty decent chicken, that's the number.
Back to the range test. Onyx owners know that there's two cables that come out of your battery. Get connected to the bike, the other one gets connected to the charger. It's called an XLR charging port. And Onyx suggests that you clean this thing. So what we're going to do that is by taking the cotton off of a cotton swab, zipping it inside alcohol, and then with the alcohol, try some degree. Alright, we are going to get through. The thermometer was going to be low for the rain, but it's not. But I feel so sad. My throttle is not all the way to the back. I'm really sad. I have full throttle right now, and I'm going at speeds of 34 miles per hour. I just pulled over to change the battery on the GoPro, and I noticed that my microphone was dangling. I'm not exactly sure how the audio is going to come out. I'm hoping that it comes across well. Right now I'm at 72 volts. I'm down to about 4 bars. I anticipate this thing to turn off at exactly 68 volts. Before the reset I was at 15.2 miles, I believe, and now I'm at 4.9. Looks like I've done approximately 21 miles so far. I'm gonna keep the GoPro running now because I don't want to miss the point that the battery shuts off. I want to catch it on video. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I kind of don't like using the bike and not knowing when exactly the battery will die. When I first got it, and she wound up shutting off on me when I was going up a hill. I had to push the bike back a little over a mile, which wasn't fun. So hopefully this test not only helps me out, but helps out whoever else is watching. Gives you a better idea of what you can get away with the 23 amp hour battery. Okay, so now I'm going to head towards that side of the island that I thought I can reach from the streets down by Victory Boulevard. Squeaky brakes. Woo. Just like that, the wind just kicked up and the temperature feels like it just dropped about 5 degrees. And my eyes and my nose are crying. Just went down to 3 bars. Full throttle, I'm at 68 volts. When I let off the throttle, jumps up to 70. I'd say I got about 2 volts to go before something happens. Whoa. Well, something happens with the battery. I am going up a little bit of an incline. I'm at full throttle. and I'm only getting 34 miles per hour. All right, we're approaching the 440. This is the area that I was hoping to, this is the area that was inaccessible from the streets just a little while ago. This is gonna take us to a cool spot in Staten Island. It's called the Ship Graveyard. If the battery doesn't die, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yep, there it is on the right. So this not only is a cemetery, but if you look in the distance, you can see the ships that are stored here. They're inoperable. And I have some drone footage, and I'll include that. Oh, back to our range test. New Pathfinder. I've been so into the battery and the range, I completely forgot about talking about these outrageous gas prices. Some spots in Staten Island, it's over $5 a gallon. I know in other parts of the United States, it's upwards of $7 a gallon. So people expect the prices of these electric bikes to go up. All right, so check it out. This trip is displaying 10.6 miles. It cut off at about 15.2. We're about 25, 26 miles so far. Oh, and let's not forget the mile that I rode before I started recording. Oh, that sucks. I need fenders. But will somebody please make an attractive fender for this bike? Some of the fenders are hideous looking. Or some just stick on with a magnet. I can just imagine it on a pothole like I just did, and that magnetic fender goes flying off. I don't want to get wet. All right, full throttle up a hill. I'm down to 30 miles per hour. I'm still at 3 bars. And so far, so good. My butt is starting to hurt. I don't know if any seat that I get would keep my butt from hurting after riding this long. I think I've been riding for about an hour now, maybe a little longer. That's disgusting. I think this is the 4th bridge that'll bring you into Staten Island. You have the Verrazano Bridge, you have the Bayonne Bridge, you have the Gotham Bridge, and the Outer Bridge. So there's 4 different ways that you can get into Staten Island by car. And 1, 2 that you can access by bike or walking. So the 2 that you can cross on foot or by bike are the Bayonne and the Gothels. Oh, that's a nice view. I'm pulling over right here. It smells really bad here, but check out that view. Pretty good. And back to the range test. Out the Kill train station. In case you didn't know, Staten Island has its own railroad system, the SIRR. Alright, this area looks a little familiar to me. Looks like we can only turn left, which we will. But this should, oh no, we could make a right. This should lead us to Island Boulevard. Or not. Let's make a U-E. Here's another look at the Staten Island Railroad. And back to the range test. There must be a donut shop nearby. I see tons of cop cars. Alright, let's make this right over here. And this next chance whoa! Whoa, ho, ho. I just felt something. The bike just lost power, so I think we will be coming to the end of our range test shortly. But that was a nice sign. That was a nice sign that, oh, here we go again. There you go. She just shut off, she turned back on, and I have no power right now. She is off completely. Alright, so then that brings us to how far we can travel in Staten Island. She is off. Alright, let's check the stats. See where we at. Awesome, it's recording, that means I got it. Let's go to the Relive app. Okay, so unfortunately, if you add the approximate mile to my range, it looks like I would have gotten approximately 29.4 miles. And the battery was charged to 83.4 volts before we stepped out. So this concludes our range test. What you're gonna see now is how I'm gonna get home. Well, thankfully I had a second battery. I wasn't left stranded or waiting for a ride. Hope you learned something today. Hope this video was entertaining. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. Don't hesitate to leave a comment. I get back to everyone. And again, thanks for watching. Until the next video. Peace out, everybody.